The antidote for ego is being natural. See, if you try to manage your ego, that becomes a bigger ego. I could manage my ego, can become a bigger ego. Better you don't manage the ego at all. If you find you have one, you should just keep it in the pocket. See, what is ego actually? We have to understand before you want to manage it. Ego is a boundary that we create between us and the others. And it becomes thinner and less when you have more sense of belongingness. For example, you may not have a big ego with your own kith and kin, right, at home. But when someone comes of your stature or whom you consider your equals, then your ego pops up.
Could it be insecurity because there's someone who's challenging your space either consciously or unconsciously?
No, it is just a sense of separateness from others.
Okay.
And once you have a sense of belongingness with everybody else, and you don't find that ego is bothering you at all. Again, in ego, there are three types of ego: the Rajasic, Sattvic, and Tamasic ego. Tamasic ego is completely blind. It's destructive in nature. Rajasic ego is want to show off more and show off what one is not. Sattvic ego is that which motivates you to do something. So it's okay to have Sattvic ego.
Okay, so it can be helpful if we use the right kind of ego.
Correct.
Gurudev, in our previous conversations, we touched upon these two magic words, acceptance and letting go. Easy to say, difficult to do, because again, the ego comes in. So like when I have, for example, a patient who says that, Luke, yes, my relationship is in turmoil, but why should I accept this? Why should he say this? Why should she say this? Is this the ego again? And how do we create that?
It is just lack of broader vision or understanding. You go the reverse way. Someone says, why should I accept? So, okay, don't accept. You are not accepting for others' sake. If we say accept situation, people as they are, it is for your own sake, so that you don't harbor that in your mind and you don't create tension for yourself and spoil your moods.
So it's for ourselves.
For yourself. Acceptance is basic and forgiveness is only for yourself. See, anger is a punishment that you give to yourself for someone else's mistake.
True.
And people keep making mistakes, and how many times you keep punishing yourself? See?
That's true. Yeah, I like that, because a lot of people say, why should I become a doormat? If I accept, everyone will walk all over me, but you're doing it for yourself.
No, acceptance does not mean complacence.
Correct.
It does not mean inactiveness. It only means you see the situation as it is and you move forward.
Right.
See? Your unacceptance is only about the past, or to some extent the current situation. Neither of it you can change. And you carry on this mood of unacceptance for the future and spoil your own time.
No, that's true. I think I kind of understand it much better right now. It's for ourselves. So we think, the moment we think we're doing it for someone else, then it brings that why me and the victim.
No. It's all only for yourself.
Gurudev, a lot of our patients today, cancer, and a lot of them, follow you, follow us. And I've noticed one fundamental, although people say there's pesticides in food, pollution in air, agree. But emotional suppression has become so strong, because today I have patients who even say, Luke, I know when I got my cancer. It's when I was going through a divorce or when I was going through, trauma in my life. Gurudev, how do we get people to express themselves? Are there techniques? Do we really need to express, or can we process internally as well? Because some people can't express. They're in the kind of environment.
And some people cannot hold back. They keep expressing and all their emotions, and they land up in themselves in more trouble.
Yeah. So how do we balance this? What's the
Meditation, breathing techniques help you to balance your emotions. And then you become so much more aware, then you know what you need to express, what you should not express, and which is not worth expressing. Because see, emotions are all the time changing. Your thoughts, your emotions. And you don't feel the same all the time. See, they all change. And suppose you express yourself as being somebody or some particular emotions, that may not be an authentic expression of yourself.
Right.
So you are much more than that. And there is more chances of you being misunderstood. See from the other person's point of view. Suppose someone is like a time bomb, all the time expressing all their emotions and very volatile. People don't consider them as a stable human being. See from your own side, do you feel free and comfortable in acting or interacting with someone who is emotionally volatile? Certainly not. And so if you keep expressing all your emotion all the time, you will look very volatile. Stress-free life is what you should aim at. And see life from a bigger context, not the immediate trouble and problems you have. Look back and see you have overcome many problems. That's why you are here today, right? Your own study of your own life is a big lesson for you to move forward.